Hi there, welcome to AI Law Today. I'm your host, Daryl Tuttle. Today's episode, we're going to talk about 3 tools that lawyers can use to begin the process, taking one step closer towards full AI automation at low or no cost. That's the goal. Now, the 3 tools we're going to talk about will help analyze quickly, extremely quickly, a large PDF document. Could be as many as hundreds of pages long. And an application would be litigators. They come to work one day and there's ROGs that came back with discovery requests from opposing counsel. So now it's your job to figure out the case. And nothing worse than going through a 40-page contract, right? What if you could just load it up and then ask AI to read it and then interact with AI about the document? Something like, what in the heck does this say? Well, it's a contract. Okay, well, no kidding. What's the gist of it? What about attorney's fees? Where's that provision? What does it say? What's the jurisdiction? And it'll answer the questions. Now, if you're a law student, I know what you're thinking. Man, because sometimes I can't get my reading for property class done in time. I could just like upload the case and then ask questions. I just had this fantasy of like having the Socratic method really is just chat GPT. Just like program your brain to like act like chat or put some kind of listening device so chat's telling you the answers. That would be amazing. Remember, chat 3.0 got a 10% on the bar exam. Chat 4.0 got a 90%. So I don't know what my score was, but I'm going to say it was above 90%. It's still got room for improvement. Second thing is just like once you have the document figured out, well, now you've got to work with it. You got to write about it. You got to summarize it. You have to be able to explain it. And so the next tool is my favorite. You're going to love it. And that's what it does. It's Chat GPT 4.0, but in a great interface. It's just amazing. That's all I'm going to say. And the third one is just a little email tool so you can quickly respond to or send communication without even using templates. So that's it, the 3 things. Now, there's one other fun little thing that you'll see in this video. If you make a comment and communicate with me about it, maybe I'll do a video on that, just that, if you're interested. But I'm playing around with using my voice, like training my voice as an AI-generated voice. And it's a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. It's taken a lot of effort, actually. But you're going to hear 2 versions. One version, the first one, is supposed to be my voice, but it doesn't sound like my voice. But I like it because it's smooth. It's smoother. It sounds like human language as opposed to the voice that finally became mine. There are probably 5 different voices that I'm training as mine, some of which were taken recordings of my voice 15 years ago. And so it's much higher pitched. Just young, you can tell I'm younger. And then the older Daryl Tuttle seems to be the ones that can voice longer and sound naturally. The younger Daryl Tuttle sounds more natural in short sentences. If I could get the pitch right, I'd have it covered. But you have to train more than one version of yourself. And the version that turned out so far to be kind of close is about 180 minutes of training. So that's amazing. But you'll hear the 2 voices. They're a little creepy, but I'm curious what you think about it, because any feedback you give, it would be great. That way I can focus on that. Okay, that's it. Let's jump in. 3 AI-powered tools, the first of which is introduced by AI version of myself, AI me, number 1. Our first app, powered by artificial intelligence, is Humata. Humata allows large PDF uploads. Litigators and transactional attorneys could have Humata scan discovery and then quickly ask the artificial intelligence feature about the document. It has a free version and a paid version at $14.99. Overall, Humata is interesting. However, it does not augment its summary feature with a writing tool. If your firm processes large PDFs and you need to quickly grasp the substance of the document as if you were chatting with a law student on her summer break who read it backwards and forwards, then Humata will likely add a lot of value in your quest for efficiency. Remember, our quest is for zero-cost AI automation. It is possible, or at least there is no reason not to state it as a goal. That is the summary of Humata. Here's a quick interface and features demonstration. When you open the Humata interface, you will upload a PDF document. It does not allow you to upload anything but PDFs, and it does not read from URLs, which is a downside. However, it does accommodate very large files. And this LLC agreement that I uploaded is a typical legal document that you've seen in your career, maybe even have on your computer, but it is work product that is delivered to the client. And I don't know how many times you have heard clients kind of grouse about the complexity and the legal ease of the document and how long it is. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to give them a summary of it? However, once it's uploaded, then you can ask the AI questions about the document. So summarize is like, what is this document say? Just in plain English, what does this document say? And I will note that the OpenAI servers are slow today because of overload, but it's already come back with an answer. This document is an LLC agreement for a limited liability company in a specific state. It outlines the rules and regulations. It's like a good summary. It summarizes the entire 40-page document in one paragraph. Now, imagine if it was discovery. I don't know how it would handle that because I don't litigate, but interrogatories come back to your law firm. They've been scanned by your paralegals. Giving that is fabulous. Now, it you can only summarize one document for free. After the free one, it's $14.95 a month. Now, $14.95 may not seem like a lot, but I don't think it pencils out for most attorneys unless they are trying to navigate and read a large volume of documents that are complex. What comes to mind is perhaps complicated negotiations with contracts. That might be helpful. And then maybe discoveries for a trial attorney. So that's Humata. It is free and $14.95 after the first document. And you can load up a large document and literally ask AI questions about the document, and you will get short summarized answers to decrease your work time. All right. My second summary is the ChatGPT sidebar. Not the sidebar trial attorneys know, or rather, it is a tool that follows you around as you bounce around. The powerful sidebar boasts an array of tools, including translation and grammar check capabilities. In my humble opinion, it is better than Bing. An enhanced search page integrates seamlessly with popular search engines and features customizable prompts for an improved user experience. Users can choose between dark and light theme options. This plugin was published by OpenAI. It is free at the Chrome store, an easy-to-use interface built for usability. This is an amazing improvement. This is AI Daryl giving the sidebar a big thumbs up. But don't take my word for it. Take human Daryl's word, who will now do a quick demo. Okay, so I'm really excited about this one too. I agree with AI me, because when I look at Bing's approach and Microsoft Edge, I've always been a Chrome user, and I'm ambivalent about Google in general right now. But the Open AI tools are just amazing, and what they're doing is they're like allowing Google to kind of catch up a little bit. Because when I look at Edge, you've got the chat, compose, insights widget over here, which is fine. But I've noticed that the answers, even though it's apparently powered by GPT-4, which is the more powerful engine, it can write longer, it writes better. Put it this way, GPT-4 got a 90% on the bar exam, and the earlier versions of 3 got like a 10%. So that's a big difference just in Mojo. But you're likely familiar with the chat sidebar here. In Edge, you probably are unfamiliar with the plugin. So this plugin, I'll show you how to do it in a minute here, but it is very, very robust. Look at the tools on the left that it can do. So it can you can make your own prompt, first of all, which is, I've got 2 now that really, really help me, because I can just do it on the fly. Like if I have an idea about something, I can fire up my custom prompt and make an article or a brief or whatever I'm working on instantly. I can't tell you how important that is. So summarize, it can, on a given website, web page rather, it can find similar pages on the internet to it. It can, I haven't tried the grammar one yet. It can explain, I do a lot of coding, so it can take, you can put a snippet in and it'll tell you, number one, what the language is, and number two, what the code says, because programming language is just like English to GPT. You can translate Q&A. Here's one of my custom. So this is a custom prompt for a WordPress article, so my blog. And look how long my prompts are. It just goes on and on and on. And one of my points about ChatGPT, and this prompt is illustrative of it, is that lawyers really do have a superpower, because the new programming language of the AI era is English. And so if you write it with precision, and if you're specific as to time and method, and if you look at it really as you would write interrogatories to opposing counsel whose job it is and position it is to not give you any information, but you got to pry it out of him, then you'll do very well with prompt engineering, because you can say, not just summarize it, but give it examples, limits. You can use words like to include but not limited to. All those deposition type words will serve you very, very well. I wrote another one that I'm still kind of experimenting with, but it's very precise as to write sentences that are no more than 12 words long, 9th grade reading level. Avoid duplicative words, avoid legal terms if you have to use them, don't overdo it. I wrote one article without a precise prompt, and it was using the word trust and partnership over and over and over and over again. I'm like, okay, stop. You have to come up with something different. Try revocable living trust. So if you prompt it that way, you're good to go. Now, if you think I'm rambling, think about the power of that example as it relates to ChatGPT, but the custom feature, right? Now, if you hit this button and go to management, manage, what it's going to do is give you your toolbar. Like you can, this is where they store the custom prompts, and it talks about the search page. It talks about, it's like basically the settings, a quick lookup, whatnot. Now compare that to probably what you're used to is the Chat GPT interface, which is good. It's real robust, but what's very powerful is you can fire up Chat GPT plugin when you're looking at Chat GPT main interface. So now I can bounce back and forth between tools, because if you experiment with Chat GPT and trying to do work with it, you can say, write an article on the First Amendment. Compare that to Washington State's equivalent, if any, in their constitution. And it'll give you an answer here. And it seems like there's always like expand on that. And that's not quite right. And then you think, is that even, am I looking at this the right way? So rather than create a new chat within the Chat GPT Open AI main interface, you can bounce over to the plugin and then do some research here. You can ask it questions. You can get similar pages. You can ask it to explain. I do a lot of summaries. So often the article or page or whatever I'm kind of analyzing is just, it's not formatted correctly. It might have bullets and lists where really I want a paragraph. If you use summary, then it's a way of rewriting it quickly. And then if you choose explain, then it can expand upon that idea. And then you can roll up the sleeves and put the finishing touches on it. Now, the other tool that I want to make you aware of is, as soon as I put my cursor down into the Gmail body of the email, this little icon comes up, and you can have it write a email for you. And just same tools, exactly. Translate, rewrite, explain, summarize, grammar within the body of the email. That tool is also published by OpenAI. So it's free. Like that tool is free. Now that's amazing because I believe that's possible to get to surprisingly close to complete automation at zero cost overhead. I'm going to repeat that again. Our goal is zero cost, complete automation. This is an example of how you can do it. A free plugin with the sidebar. And oh my goodness, why would you pay a subscription price for anything unless it was a law specific for your practice area that AI with the free tools couldn't accomplish? And kabow, that's it. That's all I have for you today. Hopefully that was helpful. Leave comments if you want me to cover a specific area. Tell me what you think of the artificial voices. How creepy are they? Are they good? Are they bad? That would be helpful. It'd be fun. At this point, I have absolutely no monetary interest in this channel. I'm just trying to start a conversation. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.